Dealing with my stress, dealing with your stress, and you know I'm dealing with my friends, I'm dealing with your friends, and you know it. We're gonna get mad sex, we're gonna get mad sex, and you know we gotta make it come fresh, we gotta make it come fresh. Make me no forget, oh make me no forget, yeah make your day, swing your love my way, baby not today. Want to fight or you want to stay? Do me wrong and I take all the blame. Do me something or make life go great. Say you want body, see what you got it. No more any money, make a body go on. Give it to me sharply. Don't say for me, oh. Naila mami, I could do this all my long. Oh, babe, carry me the girl, babe. Carry over, no, babe. Shady tip me and about you. Oh, babe, carry me the girl, babe. Carry over, no, babe. Shady tip me and about you. I see what you do. You put your body through it. I love the way you move it, oh. I can feel the vibration of your body moving. Plenty scars, yeah. So they not believe us, yeah. When I got the bless us, them out to shop like scissors. So they try their best to the pressure, but I live my life as a nobody. I live my life cause peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm patient, oh. Cause I know my time is now. When nobody want me, oh. Peace of mind is underrated, oh. That's why I'm So fast,
I'm on my pinky, I dey wait for the Kelly, we go come and play. You know, big crazy, and my life so crazy. I've been rapping for the ghetto now. Yeah, man, better day, so many. Yeah, see nothing. I feel tell you why I dangerous me. They shall see better day, stand. And I get the bed with the bands. You go make a man. Fella, at a couple of days of call. And they dance. They come and jail.
Look at it for mine. I stepped in my car. Nowadays. Tell them what they like to get. He shot them as they see me. And if you know what you believe me from there.
you, DJ. Thank you very much.
Some check.
Good afternoon, very distinguished gentlemen and ladies, and welcome to yet again another engaging session, and of course, the grand finale of Innovate 24. My name is Fred Noah Isang. I won't be doing this alone. I'll be heavily assisted by my very own big brother. Big brother, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you know you're delighted to be here, please a round of applause for yourself. That's how we clap here. Oh, I don't know. Now don't start again. You have to clap with swag, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Innovate 24 Day 2. And we're so delighted to have you. I want to say this. I'm excited for yesterday, but I don't dwell on the past. Believe me, today is going to be more exciting. If you're ready for Innovate 24, I want to see how many people remember. When I say Innovate 24, Innovate 24? Okay, so let me be fair to everybody. If you were here yesterday, just show by a wave of hand. Oh, wow, amazing. Hold on, please. If you were here yesterday and you didn't get a place to sit, just wave your hand a bit. Oh, okay. So for the persons that came early the last time, they also came early today, right? Please a round of applause for yourselves. I know one thing for a fact, Nigerians don't learn. So people will go come this event now, they never wake up. They sit outside yesterday, they'll still sit outside today. Now some people sit outside, they pay some people school fees yesterday. Am I correct? About 15%. And then they did massive giveaways. And today we'll be having more massive giveaways. Ladies and gentlemen, every project you're seeing that has a stand has a giveaway for you. Where is the sound coming from? It cannot be my DJ. Okay. God, the way for who your dada now, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a whole lot of projects we want you to be familiar with. They have giveaways and they'll be giving time to educate you on what they have for you. So please, I beg you, if you've been playing yesterday, you missed some kind of things. This is the time to be more attentive because you're not leaving home, you're not living here, or you're not going home empty-handed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for yourselves, please. Thank you. So you get what I observe. Yesterday, I've been there this side. Wait, yesterday I've been there that side. You did side. You call me waiting. Your big brother. So today when you did that side, I beg, more sweet now, I beg. I don't doubt my age.
All right, very distinguished gentlemen and ladies, please put your hands together for my big brother, please. Thank you. To be fair, for those who could not attend yesterday's opening event, I would like a brief rundown so you know what you missed yesterday. Those of you that are laughing at my big brother, please stop. It's not funny. So yesterday, the opening of Innovate 24 was a very epoch-making event. We had leaders of no mean repute. We had fathers of tech. We had intelligent persons come up here. DJ, please hold your fire. Thank you, DJ.
I beg, if you know, say you be wind. And now you they touch that sound. Holy Ghost!
We also had the Iron Lady, the shameless marketer who came here and shamelessly taught us how to market our product and ourselves. We had a very, very interesting fire chat session with the founder of Code Rigi, Harry Zahavi, who not just impacted positively on us, but also afforded many of us the opportunity to actually learn tech the real way, giving scholarship to about 2 students to learn blockchain and Web3 developments free of charge, and also promising to give 3 business websites to 3 people that participated in yesterday's social media session. And so today also promises to be yet again another very interesting season. It's also the grand finale, and so you expect nothing short of excellence. Would like to thank all of you for coming very early. In a matter of time, the entire hall will be filled up, and if you have friends that are not here, please kindly text, call, or chat them to find their way to the main ballroom of Vimpi Event Center, Udoma Avenue, Uyo. I'd also like to thank the media guys. Yesterday, the performance was not so good. I believe today, you guys will be wonderful. The DJ did an excellent job yesterday, and today, he has promised me personally that he will take it to the next level. Thank you very much, DJ. Put your hands together for the DJ, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, I would love to speak to us on how to have the best takeaway for today's event. Now, if you've attended a lot of tech events in Uyo, you've attended a lot of Web3 or crypto events, you would know that crypto events are fun, but sometimes you might get distracted because of the level of, I don't know, the confidence in which the speakers talk. You come to an event, you hear people talking about thousands of dollars. You hear someone saying they bought a course for $400. It begins to mess with your mind. Please, if you want to give the mic, you can send it to the front. Thank you. It messes with your mind. It messes with your psychic. In the sense that if you had the instincts of making, say, $200 or rather 200K on a monthly basis, and then you come to a tech event, and then you hear people saying they are making, I don't know, 2 million, 3 million from designing graphics, it begins to torment you. It feels like you're not achieving, you're not doing your best. I want to encourage you, everybody that has been on any tech stage or any Web3 stage is an expert. Before they became one, they had time, a whole lot of time to grind, a whole lot of time to learn. So please, I beg you in the name of God, if you are just starting, don't expect to earn like someone who has been in the game for 5 years, 5 consecutive years. So I beg you, please, not to lower your expectations, but also to increase your work confidence. When you want to attack that graphic design course, when you want to attack that web development course, you know how to attack it, with vigor. I am a testimony of hard work because I used to MC here in this town, and then I felt like I could do more. I still MC events, but then I have some skills that I do. And please, if you're a business owner here, it's not, everybody must not be in tech. That's what we're trying to say. It's not compulsory to be in tech. But if you learn marketing from tech, you can, implement it in your day-to-day business. Ladies and gentlemen, at some point, I decided that I wanted to learn WordPress development. It took me just a month, and I got my first job. Now, this is because I knew people before actually learning this course. So if you're here and you have a course sitting in your laptop, this thing I'm saying is quite personal because I know some of us here where we say, that if you see the zeal, easy. You know that zeal where they do your body when you want start course. You just wake up one morning. You not buy laptop for you. You buy all the way from Lagos, UK use. Battery they last 26 hours. You buy courses, Coursera. Some people even they buy courses from places where we don't know. Odogu.com. Just buy everything. Pack and full laptop. The first day, if you watch the first video, survive. By the time you get, tech is somehow funny. You expect rich people to come out the way in Dioma, if you were here yesterday, the shameless marketer. You see the vibe where she carry enter. She just came in, she even danced. Small. Tech people, na lie. You just see one billionaire from Google. He go just day, Just waka come the screen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is. They always get one kind accent like that. We're here to teach you a course on digital marketing. Digital marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, before you reach 30 minutes for that course, life don't tire you. And you can't check the time for the course. Now 10 hours course. So people get like 6 courses, they never finish anyone. So it's not going to be easy, but the goal is to become a master of whatever you start. So I beg you in the name of God, if you take nothing else from Innovate 24, make sure when you leave here, you have the zeal to become a master at what you do. Everybody that comes on this stage today to educate you on a thing or two took years of practice before they can even talk about it. So I beg you in the name of God. I be MC, I know be motivational speaker, but it go pain me. If I MC another event next year, I still see you. You still come, you never finish that course where you download for this. So please, make sure you do the needful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the very first speaker in our midst. As we did the last time, if you were here yesterday, we started with Mr. Innovate himself. And what that did to the event is it gave it a tone, and every other speaker that came up followed that same tone. It was a vibe that I can never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes, if now you born Peking, now you go know how to feed and wear. Abi, you don't see anybody they breastfeed another person Peking. They hard. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call Mr. Innovate himself. Now this is what I want you to do for me. When he comes up here, I beg no be competition, but not celebration. When he's walking up here, I want you to clap as if you celebrate him, as if what he's doing is worth it. Are we in agreement? Are we in agreement? Or yeah, make we do rehearsal. If you're in agreement with what I just said, a round of applause for yourself. All right, beautiful. Now, I beg, as you clap so, now for yourself, I don't know you, but I know Mr. Innovate. So when he come, I beg, double the clap. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, Abi, you for like introduce them? Okay, you just dance, there's no verse. I was in the spirit. All right, let's go. Okay, you define portfolio.
And
amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, see, there's something I love about Innovate. Yesterday, before... Abemana, wait, pause the video. Pause the video. Now, replay am. Start from the beginning. You sabi do am?
The team lead. I
Pause again.
found out the...
Pause again. English hard. Pause mboro. Now, go back so you can start from the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
community for the love of DeFi, and I'm your host at the Innovate 24 conference. Well, when I think
extraordinary. We are seated here today because one day he said to himself, what exactly am I going to do to change the narrative? What exactly am I going to do? My generation. Innovate as we read his abridged profile. Thank you. Thank you very
Godswill
much.
Akpan, and
Thank you very much.
I'm
Please,
a social media
please.
marketer. Videographer gave us a task to cover very funny crack jokes so that he can. hear you. I can't hear you. I'm is I also give it to the team members to tell me what my best phrase is. But it's always something I say in every event. Humanity thrives on innovation, and nothing more, nothing less. Humanity will always thrive on innovation, and if we are going to stay relevant, properly positioned for the future, we need to embrace innovation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oswald.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
The conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Raining
All right. Okay. This is better. Thank you. Please, can you clap for yourselves? Thank you very much. Who's excited to be here this morning? Who's excited to be here this morning? You know, you're young people and you should be full of energy. You should be full of energy. Are you excited to be here this morning? How do you prove it? How do we prove that we're excited? So we said something yesterday. We said whenever you hear FTLD, you say what? Okay, the people upstairs, can you hear me? Can you hear me today? Okay, better, right? Much better than yesterday, right? So can we go? FTLD. They are saying we are all about innovation. Can you echo it? I want people upstairs only. Can we echo it? FTLD. Better. So downstairs, only you. FTLD. Okay, let's do it together now. FTLD. Beautiful. And so when we say Innovate 24, you say Hello Tech Entrepreneurship. Is that okay? Can we say it now? Upstairs. Innovate 24. Downstairs. Innovate 24. Awesome. Please clap for yourselves. So I have the privilege and honor to also have in the house my own spiritual parents. Please, with a standing ovation, I'm pleading now. Can we celebrate in the house Pastor and Pastor Mrs. Christosin Oladere? Clap hand, clap hand, clap hand, clap hand, clap hand. Thank you very much. Thank you. You can take your seat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad. Thank you. All right. My mother is coming, so we'll still do when my mother comes. She's on her way. Yes, my mother is going to be here with my siblings. They're on their way. So, yes. And so we started our journey yesterday, and we had a lot of speakers, talk about innovation. We had a lot of speakers. We had Mr. Hansen Johnson, who spoke about building tech solutions. And I'm just going to, again go over what he said. He said, start from where you are. I think this is where I want to start this morning. sharing my story. I'll be done very soon. Mr. MC, where are the MCs? Okay, they are not even here. Very good. So I'll start from where I am to share my story. Remember, when I was talking yesterday, I said that the dream about FTLD started in my hostel room, in room 5. That's my room in final year. And when we started in room 5, we had heard about crypto, and everybody was working, right? You had crypto jobs, and it's okay to have a crypto job. It's okay to have a job. But you know something about jobs? Jobs kill dreams. Is it true? It's true. Jobs seem to kill dreams because it feels like everybody is hungry for something more. Everybody has something they are passionate about. And like yesterday when I said, Ben Carson's dream was not my dream. Can you remember? I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, but biology was not my thing. So there was a place of self-discovery in my journey. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And one of the things that you. Now, if you want to go beyond the scope of your job, if you want to go beyond the scope of your workplace, then you have to provide value that goes beyond the scope of your job. So I had a job, or I had jobs in school. I had about, let me not overestimate, but let's just say I had 10 jobs. I was in final year. I had 10 jobs. I was the president of my fellowship in school, senior president in final year. And that means that I had work from fellowship, I had work from work, and I also had work from church. And you don't want to know about it, but I had work from church as well. And aside that, I had life, because of course you have life, you have friends, right? And sometimes your friends can be stressful. Is that not true? Yeah, so you need to find a way to hold it on all together. And I've heard people ask questions, how do we do it? How do we cope with managing school, managing work, managing life, managing fellowship? You hear many people say, we don't want to go to fellowship, we don't want extra work. Well, I was doing everything. Clap for me now. Yeah. Honestly speaking. And it's just because of the kind of mindset I had. So the first thing you need to do is, just like we say in the Bible, repent. Turn your mind from laziness. Turn your mind from mediocrity to one who wants to chase after success. Let you understand in your head that I'm not going to be small. That's the first step. Tell yourself, I'm not going to be small. How about, you want to be small? Tell yourself, I'm not going to be small. That's the first thing. Once it is in your mind that you're not going to be small, and you've made up your mind that you're not going to be small, that's the first step. Once you've made up your mind that there's more to your life, that's the first step. And I've been saying it for a long time, from reading Ben Carson, from reading Joyce Meyer, from reading about a lot of people. I made up my mind early that I wasn't going to be small. So even when, now this is a very sad story, but
I don't want to be too direct, but even when I left home at a very tender age, at the age of 13, I decided I wasn't going to be small because I knew where I was coming from. And many of you, you're like that. Maybe you have a single parent, your parents don't pay attention to you, and because of that, you are using it as an excuse that, oh, my parents, they are not paying attention to me, or I don't have parents, so I'm going to live a useless life. I'm going to join cults. You're choosing mediocrity. That's the truth. You're choosing mediocrity. You need to make up your mind. You're not going to be small. And the moment you make up your mind, the next thing is to take action. Because once your mind is made up, you have the fuel to take action. Okay, that's not the MC. Can you guys hear me? Am I inspiring you this morning? Very good. So, I made up my mind I wasn't going to be small, and I started taking actions. So I entered school, and I remember the day I was leaving for school, already buying jam form was a problem. So even entering school, we were always praying. I don't know, you've gotten admission, but you're still praying that you enter the school. It was a problem. So finally, we shall enter school. And I was studying petroleum engineering. Remember the reason why I said I was studying petroleum engineering, right? I didn't like biology. I left my neurosurgery. So as you progress in life, you begin to find yourself. Yeah? Is that not true? You begin to find out the things you like, the places you can soar, and the places that you cannot necessarily thrive. Not everybody can hold the mic the way I'm holding it. I tell my community manager, I'm going to drag you out. Jem, you're going to hold the mic in front of everybody. She will do it today. Jem, wherever you are. Yeah. Not everybody can hold the mic comfortably the way I'm holding it and looking at you in the faces. Not everybody. It might not just be your thing. Do you understand? But it could be that whenever you are recording a podcast in your room, everybody wants to listen to you. Is it true? So you just need to find, and it's as you progress, you begin to find yourself. So as I started progressing, I chose petroleum engineering, but I'm doing Web3. Do you understand? Hold on, because I want to talk about niching down. So as you progress, you begin to find out that the places you find yourself in, there is purpose in it. So I was in school, I was learning petroleum engineering, and in my second year in school, we discovered that the US had found a way to develop oil and gas for themselves, paraphrasing now. And so that means that if you wanted to work in the oil and gas sector, already Shell drove a lot of their staff home that year. So people were losing jobs, and we were studying for those jobs. What am I going to do? I'm studying petroleum engineering, and they are laying people off. They say they found a new method. In fact, this thing about AI and machine learning, we started hearing it in 2016. So AI was already replacing people in school while we were in school. It has replaced a lot more persons now, but back then it was already replacing people. So the question was, what are you studying this course for? Let's discuss. You didn't get it. So let's discuss why you are studying this course. Did you get it now? Abba now, you guys so boring. So I was studying, I started asking myself questions. And the first time I heard about tech was in my room. Thank God for persons like Wilson, Fidelis, Ekpo too. They used to talk about STSC, SP, whatever. They used to go for conferences and stuff. So I started getting interested. And that's why, whenever you hear about a new trend, don't bash it first. Do a research. When we heard about 5G, we were scared. Nobody did research. When we heard about AI, we started posting on Twitter, AI will replace us. Nobody did research. Some people took the first step to do a research, and they figured out how they could use AI to make money for themselves. You are shouting that AI is replacing you. Other people are using AI to make millions. Two different people. Two different approaches to problems. One will see a problem and will shy away. The other will see a problem and will find an opportunity in it. Two different persons. So, there was a problem in petroleum engineering. No work. Guess what Goswell did? He found an opportunity. He found tech. And so, I started exploring this tech set. Let me check. Remember, I've said, I don't want to be a mediocre. I know where I'm coming from. So, I know where I don't want to find myself. I started exploring. And let me talk about exploration. Just some quotes. Albert Einstein said, "The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing." So the fact that you should ask questions about something is very important. You should ask questions. When you hear about a new trend, especially in the tech space, you should ask questions. If you're going to thrive in the Web3 space, for instance, you should ask a lot of questions. And please, don't sit down for anybody to hold your hand. Because I did not wait. A lot of persons have come to meet me and want mentorship. I can't mentor everybody. You see me like this? It's only one man. I have different mentorship platforms. See, if you want me to mentor you in tech, join FTLD. You'll find me there. So I can't mentor everybody. In fact, if I'm even, those that I'm even mentoring, they know. I give them tasks and I give them deadlines. If you don't meet it, I won't drag you. Do you understand? See, we make choices, and decisions determine destination. The choices you make, they determine your tomorrow. I'm rounding up, sir. Thank you very much. So, I built FTLD because I wanted to give value back. And guess what happened to me? The value I gave to the people at FTLD, it bounced back 10 times what I gave. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, decisions. Decide. Explore. Check. Which trend? What's it about this trend? Don't just bash it yet. I started learning about tech in school, and finally, after years of exploring, I decided to settle in Web3. Web3 might not be for you. There might be an aspect of tech that is just comfortable for you. And because even the Web3 itself is wide, there are different aspects to Web3. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's coding. There is design. There is communication. Do you understand? There is human resource management. There is data science. I'm glad to have in the house my pastor, who is a very sound data scientist. So many things. Do you understand what I'm saying? And after years of exploring, I found it. I found the one I could communicate. And I discovered that trading might not be for me. Airdrops might not be for me like that, Sha. I try. But you see, trading, I've lost a lot of money trading. I'm giving up, sir, please. I'm tired. I've lost a lot of money. I don't even want to count. So I just say, maybe this one is not for me. Let me do the one that I can do. Let me manage community. Let me build my own community. And so I built FTLD. And from 5 people in room 5, we have 1,000 people and even more today. And so, look at yourself, think about yourself. There are things that are very unique to you. I love, and that's why I have people around me all the time. In my house, on my chat, everywhere. People are always around me. I'm a people person, and that's why I love community building. I love the idea of community. You can ask around. In fact, most of the volunteers here, and I'm their person. Is that not true? Volunteers? Exactly. So I just love community. You might not You should love people, but you might not enjoy people in your space. That's unique to you. What can you do with your uniqueness? Find out, explore yourself, explore the areas that you can step into, and start pushing, start engaging, don't just sit down. Nobody will hold your hand. Start learning. Look for courses on your own. Sit down, explore. Investor NK was talking about it here. She said there was a time she lost a lot of money. She stepped back up. Don't let a challenge sit you down. You don't have mommy, you don't have daddy, it's fine. Do you know I used to sleep in the passage in my house? I didn't have there was a time where I had to go from place to look for light. There was a time where I had to borrow laptops. So what are your excuses? I only have an Android phone. Do you know what your Android phone can do for you today? Find out. And in no time, if you are persistent, if you are consistent, you will definitely approach our success. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know what I did for you to clap so well for me, because that clap was actually for me. But if you were clapping for the host of Innovate 24, I think you haven't done enough. Goswill Akpan deserves a standing ovation, so please stand and clap for Goswill Akpan. Thank you. You know, since yesterday till now, one thing is sure, and that is Innovate 24 is a citadel of intellectual learning where excellent minds gather for a global purpose, impacting the society positively with human contributory knowledge. If you were here yesterday and you just heard Mr. Goswill speak, you'd agree totally with me. And there's one thing I've learned from Mr. Jiakban. He understands that what you are seeing here is not as a result of a personal effort. That very first video did not just set the tone for today's event, it also opened our eyes to the truth. Public appreciation. I don't know what the import of that video was to you, but for me, a tree, an adage says, does not make a forest. And Goswill made it known that this unprecedented and mouth-watering achievement you're seeing today could not have been possible without his team that worked assiduously with him to bring this to fruition. So if you appreciate teamwork, please put your hands together for the entirety of Innovate 24 team for a job well done. Thank you. Thank you so much. To say thank you is to, as a matter of fact, I would like all of us to stand and appreciate the team for putting this together. For the team, please. And so, from my big brother and I, to the team and to everyone, we say obrigado, merci beaucoup, ngeyabonga, gracias tibiago, imelao, esheo, nagode, sosongo. You, Innovate 24 team, deserves thank you in so many languages. Thank you and God bless you. We are not done. That's why we are still soliciting for your continued support. Keep doing that thing you are assigned to do. And may God bless you as you do it. Thank you so very much. My big brother has the floor.
My borrow your mic. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please a round of applause for my co-MC. So it's beautiful because Goswill has struck a whole lot of chords in my body. I don't know. He said a lot about when he discovered that he was wasting his time in year 3. You're even late. Some people, the first class, it can't be math 111. As they just sit down and look, they say, shit. 4 years of this, I don't die. Not go because of Mr. God's will. If you hear what he talk, he was a papa, meaning God day him back. One, you know be papa. Oh. He ain't good. Now picky way sabi book. Normally. If because they do jobs. Me and you know say we know sabi book like that. No go do me, no go verse, drop out. You dey year 3 now. Because we just talk say, I was in year 3 and what are you doing the course for? You're there, you don't receive momentum. Our exam they start next week. Wait till I do this course for say, my brother. You go fail waiting no good. You know say, okay, so I did my first show around that year 3 time, getting to year 4. See the problem, when you realize that this is not for me, year 3, you can't finally realize that, oh, but I just graduate to year 5. You can't suffer waiting no good. And the exam hall is always funny. Guys, I've experienced everything. If there's anything you think that you've experienced in exam hall, I have experienced it a lot. Now, my course was difficult because no be theory where you fit copy. There are formulas. Sometimes the formula is unique to you. Am I saying something? They fit tell you, use your reg number, let P be your reg number, solve using the equation of blah, blah, blah. So the problem now be saying, you know fit copy. But this is the trick. If you see person pattern, you fit actually put your own number. Now why I graduate, I smart, I not just sabi book. So the way we did do them. So one of these days, I don't know whether I know enter that class, the things just they confuse me. Some na phi, some na theta. It just looks so much. I no fit understand them. So now I copy the guy way they next to me. This guy they on like fresh 2-1. You know those 2-1 way near first class. 4.49. So I copy the guy with confidence. I write everything. They can't catch me. So as they catch me, I did back. You know, say we know they ever sit down for front. If you see any of us sit down for front, we don't write something for board. As they catch me for back, now they carry me go front. And you know, say na first class they did front. Oh, the Lord has done it. As they carry me reach there, I first get joy. But you know, say 2-1, the way they write, is different from the way first class they write. If you tell first class explain, he go first write everything. Come start to define them. Come tell the lecturer, my name is Nsika, and I believe. Now why they be first? Oh, you just said that they define. Now why all of us come out with 2-1? You are joking. As this guy don't write, now no say this thing no be the same, oh, and not the same question. But why your answer they different? I no get that, and I write or I continue. The lecturer, if you know say get the way they mark, you go to swear for who write that thing. You don't mind when they go or now you start to mark the other one again. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember one time vividly, we're doing a course. This one now, not be math where I fit copy or anything. Now diagram, you know all those courses. They go draw one useless machinery. Actually, I did chemical engineering. So we had like refinery and all of that. The equipment in the refinery, I don't even forget their names. So you have to draw them and then you name the parts. Do you understand what I'm saying? No be much thing. Just draw and name the parts and waiting the parts they do. So me now, as a smart guy, I don't meet one babe with sabi. Oh, that girl, very brilliant girl that year. But now she I see how she say things for WhatsApp, but it is well. Nigeria is good. This guy good, so the lecturer they collect a note. You know when you teach person finish, the person jot down, you can say, I follow teach you all this one. Give me your note first. Listen to me, this guy good. So I did with Taiwan. 1 week straight at the carrier come out. You know, say God no wicked. If you know Sabi good, you'll get money. God is not a wicked God, my brother. He might say you know Sabi good, you no get money, my brother. Life go tire you for uni. So guys, I don't pamper this girl. I used to take her out every time. If you come up from school, more. Ladies and gentlemen, if you eat from more side, you be big boy. Mama, they grade you according to your dressing. You get some days I wear slippers, come, she go charge me 800. Some days if you wear sneakers, 1.5, the same food. I don't pamper this girl left and right. Finally, exam day reach. We sit down together. Everything was going smoothly until this mumu girl tell me, say, I forgot my pencil at home. Sister, how I want to copy what you never draw? Now, so you can see what we'll do. You name the parts, write it down. I go copy the parts first. Then the diagram will go run later. Few minutes to submission, make we run diagram. Now I stand up to go carry pencil. Now the lecturer, you see, if your village people follow you, the lecturer just enter from side, say, hello, who are you? I said, I'm Bayo. I'm a student of University of... She said, what are you doing here? I said, I was writing, ma. I just want to pick the pencil. He said, you want to pick the pencil now? What do you want to use it for? Ladies and gentlemen, now that time I realized, say, I don't know the name of the diagram we want to draw. The woman say, tell me the name or you go back and sit down. If I waste time there, they fit tell me make I come out. So I go back, go sit down. I shall fail the course. Glory be to God. You know, you get the way you fail. You go come out from F, you go want to enter you go want to enter G. The letter just tells you be goat. How can you have 2 in exam? Are you stupid? You know the result where go there. Only your own result. Lecturer go use pen right. Go. You are very stupid. You are a stupid. If you don't leave this school, ladies and gentlemen. So you get ready to talk. Okay. You know, I've been doing this comedy thing for a long time, and by the grace of God, somehow, even when I mess up, it looks funny. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much. So we have, for the panel session, we have enlightened Web3 enthusiasts. Ladies and gentlemen, these are people I have worked with hand in hand. By the grace of God, I don't MC events for almost all of them. Una no go do meet up again. I beg, now wanna help me. All right, so they've been hosting Web3 events. If you've been to a lot of Web3 events in Uyo, you would understand what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, now they are not just here to talk about their project. They have a topic and they would be deliberating on that topic. Now we have a panelist, but I'm going to call up these people and then I'm going to recognize the panelists. Is that fine? Ladies and gentlemen, please, if your hands are not busy, this person is a wonderful Web3 enthusiast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the most beautiful Queen C. Please a round of applause for her.
Every time, why am I money? Hello, baby, have you sent it? You don't even know what you do to me. If I call a shop, I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, before I call up the next participant, I want to tell you that having beautiful girls in Web3 is very rare. When you see a beautiful girl who is a Web3 expert and knows exactly what she's doing in this space, hold them tight. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrate Queen T once more. You look beautiful, by the way. Thank you. We have UB Dominic. I believe that's Crypto Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for the Crypto Chief, am I correct? Crypto Chief.
Who's the musician?
Name himself Crypto
Who's the
Chief.
technician?
DJ, thank
Who's
you.
the
I tell people in the Web3 space, know the kind name where you they give yourself. I tell people, you go name yourself Wealth Boy. You not get anything. See, you go explain nothing when you know talk. Like me now, my name is MC Rich. Is it that rich? No be money, oh. My name is Richard Afolasakin Bayo. I beg, man, help me, I beg. Okay, so we have Ifyok. Please a round of applause for Ifyok. That's my boss. God bless you, sir. We have Multi-Mic for the panel session. Please a round of applause for Multi-Mic. And my friend and brother, ladies and gentlemen, this is the representative of Elio in Nigeria. That is not Elio, I mean not Alio. All these project name Ubuntu, Elio. It's a gas beef for person mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my personal friend. Please give it up for Easy OAP. A round of applause for Easy. You must have heard the voice of God bless you. DJ, thank you. And also the man you've seen a couple of times, but I'm sure you don't know his name because he's very, 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 very anonymous. Into they come, you'd see him with Kwai Polo. Is that correct? Kwai? Is it Kwai? Kwai. Alright, that's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm just joking around. Give it up for ASEAN. And this wonderful panel session would be hosted by August Tumor. Please, a round of applause for her. Please, you can do better. Come on. You're going to be hearing a voice for the next 15 minutes. We beg you, please. DJ, thank you. We beg you, please, to observe the time so you know how to coordinate properly. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Now, I feel like saying praise God. I think yesterday you want to say praise God. So, praise God. I like feedback, okay? So, please, just for us to have a very wonderful session, okay? I would like to, not just have our panelists answer questions, but when it's time for you to give feedback, all right? Please give the feedback, all right? Are we good? All right, thank you. So, since they said 15 minutes, maybe that's why they didn't give me a seat, so I'll just stand. We need an extra mic, please, for the panelists. Multi-mic. Oh, sorry. All right, so yesterday we had a very wonderful session, okay? We talked about personal branding, and I'm sure you learned a whole lot. So today we're going to be talking about something very interesting that is peculiar in the Web3, blockchain, tech space, that's freelancing. So we're going to hear from these panelists, okay, how they were able to navigate the tech space, the ecosystem as... okay. All right, so, hi guys.
Sound 1, 2.
All right, so I would like to begin with Quincy, particularly because you are the only, please celebrate her. She's the only female on this panel. And I think that it's fitting that you're the one that answers this question, because not just because you're female, but I want to know how were you able to, find your niche in the, the Web3 space, and are you able to stand out and just remain relevant? Please, go ahead.
Okay, GM everybody.
GM.
My name is Chinaza, and I'm a community manager and also an airdrop hunter. So, your question, how was I able to find my niche? When I started Web3, when I started crypto generally, that was 2022. I started as a chat engager. I didn't know what it was actually, I just knew that my friends were making money from the Web3 space, and there is money in crypto, and I want to make money from crypto. So I started out as a chat engager, did that for some months, and then developed into a chat moderator. I don't know how I developed, but I knew that as there were moderators in the from I knew I had to do give feedback to the community, now and all I um, looked up. I don't know what the word for them, and engage. So I just
crypto space and or invest in something physically. So, for example, you are a crypto person that is working and earning money. First of all, one thing you should know is the amount, whatever amount you're earning. Okay, I would say the way I do it. Whatever amount you're earning, first of all, half of whatever amount you're earning should go directly to your savings. You should understand that the crypto space it doesn't belong to your father. That's the first thing. That's the first mindset. It doesn't belong to your father or your uncle. Anything can happen. Any project can get robbed. Anything at all can happen. So if you're saving half of your money, if you're saving your money, first of all, you leave it in stables. Stables is very, very secure. And you try as much as possible not to save in the local currency. Sorry to say.
So please say that out loud again.
Please try as much as possible not to save in the local currency. I had an experience in January. I saved, I withdrew a particular amount and saved it in the local currency. And as of February, with the pump in the USDT, I felt very, very bad. I lost a lot of money just because I saved in Naira. So if you're a crypto person, it's a must. Just keep your money in USDT. It's from there, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So you've heard, don't save in Naira. But we're meant to be patriotic, so I'll leave it to you to. All right, so let's give the mic to multi-mic. Yes, so now we're going to be talking about data security. Okay, so you know, your people you work for, they have to trust you, especially when the projects you're working on, you know, in the Web3 space, there are projects that you have to work for that are very sensitive. And how do you build trust with your employers or clients? What would you advise freelancers starting? What should they pay attention to so that they can build that trust that, you know, those, when it has to do with data security, they're not at risk or they don't put the company at risk or something? Just talk to us, sir.
All right, GM everyone. I think that's a very nice question because as a freelancer, maybe you are trying to, maybe you are working for a particular industry, you get? Now, security and privacy is very, very important. It's very, very necessary because let's say, like myself, I'm a trader. I actually buy and sell. So there's something you need to understand. Trust. Do you get? Now, imagine, let's say, someone sends you $1,000 and to trade. Do you understand? This I'm bringing it to the DeFi aspect. Sends you 1,000 naira to trade and you don't know this person anywhere. So now, let's say, what are you going to like kind of be to be scared that this person is going to go with your money? Something. Now, when you build a brand and you have that transparency, you have that trust, I really believe that, you know, people that are dealing with you will be able to trust you and trust your brand. Do you get? So, who is working? You have to be very careful of the things and how you operate. Do you get? Now, you have to understand that there are a lot of scams, there are a lot of privacy breach and all that. So you have to really understand that while you are working as a freelancer, you have to take privacy as top priority. And you have to be very, very careful. And you have to understand that you yourself should take care and understand that doing. You have to be very, very, you know, very, very secured.
Okay.
You get?
Yes. So. Thank you so much. So now our final panelist, Easy. Yes. Is it Mr. Easy or just Easy?
Easy is okay.
Easy, okay. All right, so my question to you is that we have a lot of freelance platforms, okay? And for those that want to start out in, you know, freelancing and all, what kind of platforms would you recommend to them? Okay, when it has to do with finding, what platforms would you recommend?
Okay, so All right,
Sorry,
please.
hold on.
Okay.
We agreed that we'll give feedback, right? So please, sir, take it again.
GM, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, so first off, it's a pleasure to be here. In terms of getting job in the Web3 space or generally the tech space, things you need to look out for or platforms you need to look out for are the obvious platforms, right? All of us here uses, if I'm not mistaken, or formerly Twitter, now X. Those are platforms you need to use to get jobs. And jobs now, I think if you've been in the tech space for a while, it's based on recommendations. Like most people want to give job to people they know, trust. So if I should come to your Twitter page, there should be something that represents you and what you do. So there should be an identity, one. Other platforms you could use are LinkedIn, frequently posting, even coming to these events like this, you get to post about them, right? And it builds sort of an interest. So any employer trying to look for maybe an employee sees, okay, this person goes to events, this person keeps learning, keeps growing. In a way, they would pick interest in you, right? And most times brands actually reach out to you when you use platforms like this. Now you also have platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and the rest, where you can also optimize, apply for jobs, and you get them. So it's all about finding an identity, finding the platform that works perfectly for you, and finding a way to build an identity on those platforms. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please let's celebrate them. Thank you. Remember your names. Mr. Asian, Easy, Quincy, UB, Mr. Michael, and of course, Mr. Ifyo. Please let's celebrate them again. Thank you very much. Do we have any questions? Or does anybody have any question? We'll just take two. Do you want to ask them? Now that you're seeing them, next time you might see them will be on X. Okay, we have one person. MC, please.
Questions? All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, sir, I have a question for Mr. John. Sir, you were saying something about pricing. So that at a particular point in time, you were working and you were earning $50 and somebody was earning 200. So I want to ask this question. What if you get a gig, you got a gig to do a work for, okay, let me use it this way. So basically, should there be a price difference when you are working for a foreign client and when you're working for a local client? The reason I'm asking is because you may work for a foreign client and you do first, when you get a foreign job, like a foreign gig, what should you do? Should you price higher when it is out?
Okay, yes, you should price higher. Because first of all, the people in Nigeria, they know the situation here. So if they actually want to, value you for a particular job, they value you based on what is here. There are also foreign clients also who would also check for the economic situation in your country and value you based on that. But generally, how Nigerians perceive value and how foreigners perceive value are actually different. Most people will pay you based on how things are in their economy, and Nigerians will pay you how things are in their economy. So you cannot blame any of them. You get, you too, you know how their country is too. So I think there's a stark difference. When I used to work for Nigerians, I charge what Nigerians pay. When I started working for foreigners, I don't even, most times if I see messages from Nigerians, most times I don't reply, because you will get angry at the pricing range and all of that. So, but it does not mean that what they are doing is wrong. You get, it means that, just like I said, there's a particular level you get to. There are some jobs you cannot take. The kind of exposure you have, the kind of experience that you've had. So, what you can do at that point, that's why, like Big Joe said yesterday, when you are networking up and down. So, you have to know people that probably are just starting out, that will need such opportunities, and you can refer them to that also. So, but pricing are basically different based on economics and all of that.
All right, thank you so much. Please let's celebrate him. So we're out of time, so we've come to the end of this panel session. Celebrate them as they go back to their seats, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, very distinguished gentlemen and ladies. Please put your hands together for that wonderful panel session. And to all the panelists, thank you so much for dishing out unmatched value. And it is my belief that each and every one of us have learned so much from what you've said. And thank you also for sharing your personal experiences. It goes a long way. Ladies and gentlemen, for the want of time or the lack of it, would move as fast as we could so we can wrap this thing up. But I've seen someone in the audience I would like to break protocols to introduce. The host of Innovate 24 was intimating us a few minutes ago that his mother would be in attendance. So I believe she is here. So please, very distinguished gentlemen and ladies, please put your hands together as we welcome the mother of Innovate 24. Mommy, please stand up, please.
In your hand, only your love is fine. Only your love is fine. Oh, no, I'm not entitled. No, I'm not entitled. Still you call me your child. Still you call me your child. God, you don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me.
Woman gave birth to the very reason we are here. She is the mother.
You don't need me, but somehow you want me. Oh, how you love me. Somehow that frees me to open my hands out and give you control.
I think that clap is enough for Mama Innovate.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mommy is beautiful. I used to wonder where, God's will got the looks. Mommy, you look beautiful today. Thank you. Thank you for coming. We love you so much. Mommy, I want to ask you a question. I hope you're proud of God's will. I hope you're very proud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a round of Mommy. Mommy is, a round of applause for Mommy. Mommy is very proud. Very proud mom in the building. Mama, I know you cannot contain your joy. We love you so much. Thank you for making God's will a good man. Look at what he has produced. I want to ask you a question, Mommy. You remember when you were paying school fees for petroleum engineering? Hey, Mommy, I want to ask you, you remember? Are you seeing any petrol anywhere? Petroleum engineering now, they do Innovate. Mommy, we love you. Once again, please, a round of applause for Mommy.
All right, thank you very much. Innovate 24 is very powerfully packed. We don't just have speakers and panel sessions. We also have exhibitions and discussions. We are very fortunate to have Project of No Mean Repute partner with For the Love of DeFi for Innovate 24. And we are having all these projects right now. They are currently displaying along our displaying booth. And we're going to have their representatives and their Nigerian ambassadors come out here and tell us exactly what this project are about and how you and I can benefit from this project. So please put your hands together for that lofty idea, please. So if you look at my left and my right, you'll see the two banners displaying the logo and insignias of that project. I would like to do a brief rundown as each and every one of them will be speaking. While I'm doing this, I would like to please ask that Ubuntu should get ready. So we have SMC DAO, we have Ubuntu, we have Crypto Ingest, we have Horizon, we have Orion, we have Layers, we have Injective, we have Beam, and we have Crypto DeFi Tiger. This project are mounting the stage right now. So it is my singular honor and privilege to introduce to you a man that has defied the odds to set a standard as far as crypto is concerned. This young man started, Papa in his early days was a civil engineer. But right now, Papa in his old days is not just a DeFi lord, but the Nigerian representative of Ubuntu Africa. So please make welcome. Put your hands together as I invite to use the microphone, Adams.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
GM. I'm glad to be here. Please, can we? Okay. So, I'll be speaking on Ubuntu, open source, open future. This might be somehow technical for newbies, but it actually has some people that it actually most directly to. Do we have some developers here? Please, if you're a developer, can I see your hand up? A developer? Wow. Please raise your hand if you're a developer. Okay, so I guess this particular presentation is mostly for you. Okay, all right, so I can see my slide from here too. So my name is Adams Bright, and I'm Ubuntu Community Local Lead in Africa, and also contribute to open source, and I do more of no code. If you know about no code, I write them too. I love animation, and also one of my goals is to buy what? An aeroplane, and it's coming with, right? So what is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is a free and open source operating system that is based in Debian. At this point, I would love to ask a question to those developers. What and how can you actually define what an open source is? I have a gift for anybody that gives me a correct answer. What is open source? Please, can I have the mic? For that guy there. Tell me what you understand by open source. Let me speak out, let me speak out. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Any other addition to that? Please come forward, come forward.
My name is Victor Jimmy. What I simply understand by open source is creating a code that has public accessibility. Anyone can have access to it and be able to operate with it.
Okay, that's it. Wait for the try. You get a match from our booth after this, and you too. So 2 of you will get a match. So why open source, you might now ask. Open source software, next slide please. Open source software allows for faster innovation. Open source software is actually more secure. Bugs are fixed and new features are added more frequently. This is because you have different developers that come in and they can actually edit this. So any flaw will be easily rectified. So the reason actually being pointed out that it's actually more secure and it's quicker to add more features to it and more frequently. So who projects do embrace open source? We have many projects. We have the cloud computing projects because we have projects like Kudos and their source code are actually open source. We have some Web3 projects too to embrace open source. So why Ubuntu? As we explained, Ubuntu is also an open source OS. The first point is it has a high speed. Ubuntu is known for its speed and efficiency, even in old and new systems. Another point is that Ubuntu is actually free. You don't have to buy license for it to activate it and for it to work. The fourth node for your data is actually the fourth node for your data is secured and also it's virus-free. So forget about the other expensive software that you might be introduced to. Ubuntu features keep your OS to be very safe. Okay, next slide please. So let's talk about the features of Ubuntu. We have the kernel version, we also have integration. All these are being embraced in the OS. Next slide. Okay, you also have the optional desktop environment. So if you're actually writing your code in your local environment, you can actually run it in other environments too, and it also give you the same results. Next slide. So this actually points out the different features of Ubuntu. So you don't just download any one in your system, you actually look for the best feature that's going to be compatible with your OS. So these are some of the features. If you need explanation to them, you can come to our booth and I will give a brief intro in it. Next slide. So how can you now get involved in Ubuntu and also in its community? So you can contribute to the development of the operating system and all. So open source is open. If you are a developer, you can go to our